Brits.
I'm sad that part wasn't on YouTube.
Yeah, why were the last 10 minutes? Like, that was good stuff.
The last 10 minutes? Oh.
I feel like this is why I'm in charge of editing.
Yeah, but you don't edit YouTube, so you might as well put it on there.
I don't. That's true. I don't edit YouTube.
Charge people to watch the YouTube. Then they
Really?
get all the good stuff.
Right, that's like the extended.
Look at Elly and Cora staring at their screens. Very exciting.
Looking vaguely disgruntled.
Yes.
That's good.
There was, in fact, no gruntlement there.
That was real bad.
One of the YouTube channels I subscribe to is actually like these 3 college guys who watch K-pop videos, and you don't even see the video.
It is.
You just like they just react to it and talk about it while they watch it.
Of course. Why would it not?
And I find that really entertaining. They have like, I don't know, 100,000 YouTube subscribers or something. So.
Yeah, they're probably watching the videos at the same time.
Yeah, well, yeah, I watch it for like videos that I know, and then I see what they think. Anyway, okay.
It's probably in Korean, so you can't understand any of it, too, right?
No, they're American college guys.
Oh, even better. Do they wear fedoras while they do it?
No.
Wow.
Boss's prescription.
No. Oh, why am I blurry? Stop being blurry.
You come in and out of focus. You're fine.
I know. It's irritating me. Okay. We're going to record now, a show now that's on YouTube. Hello.
I don't know about you, but I've been recording for 6 minutes. So.
I know, me too.
Well, look, that's
not quite. We better clap to make sure we're in.
Wait, we're clapping again?
Stop clapping.
What's
the
that?
show's already like half over, so, thanks for tuning in. Okay, I'm going to do an intro. People try not to giggle.
Episode 69, Part 3.
No, we're over. I will say, though, I forgot that April is our 3-year birthday for the podcast.
Jesus. That's too many years.
I know. We usually do something for it in April, but I forgot, so...
How did we not hit 100 episodes yet?
Because...
Lacking.
We don't record very often?
I know.
Children?
Children?
I know.
Moving to America? Yeah. But anyway, so maybe in May we'll do something for our 3-year birthday. So think about something cool we can do.
Let's make Liore do another clip show.
Oh,
my intro in there.
Oh, I'll do a clip show. It'll be nothing but the episode 69 intro over and over again for an hour.
I know people who would think that was funny.
I would watch that for hours.
Yeah.
People would enjoy that. Okay, I am going to record the intro for the show. What are we talking about today? We're talking about trailers, obviously, and I can talk about Puzzle and Dragons because I have played it nonstop all weekend long.
I have
Dragon
questions from the audience, one of which at least asks about Dragon Age.
Okay. Elly has questions. I think it's from his house, but we'll call that the audience generously.
I'm sorry, it's somebody that listens to the podcast that's not me.
Well, okay, no, that's good. That's good.
Except not, I just make her download it in the background and then she doesn't.
Well, great.
I can't get Mr. Arrow to listen to the podcast, so you're one up on me.
Yeah. Well, she told me that
she listens to the podcasts.
She told me she won't listen because it's weird to hear me and not be able to yell at me when I'm wrong.
I can understand that. I know exactly how she feels.
I can sympathize with that.
You have that problem. You yell at him all the time. So.
Yet, I actually could not listen to any of the episodes while I was on leave for that reason.
Because she knew she had her opportunity to tell us that we were wrong, and she missed it.
I totally did. It was awful.
All right. Okay, intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 73 of the Cat Context podcast. You guys are doing it on purpose now, so I'm just ignoring you. This episode is for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2015. Today we are talking about Dragon Age. We're talking about a couple movie trailers that came out last week that we have things to say. Well, what Arrow has to say is don't talk to me about them, but aside from that, we also have things to say. I'm going to talk about Puzzle and Dragons because I'm obsessed with it, and a whole bunch of other things. With me today are my 2 usual co-hosts, Arrowlight and Alindril, and we also have a special guest today. It is friend to the podcast, Corranhorn. Hey, Cor, how's your weekend been?
Good. Hi, thanks. Did like a housewarming party, a birthday party, barbecue party. So lots of things, I guess.
And I'm judging by what's behind you, laundry?
No, that's camping and climbing gear stacked on top of, or underneath swim trunks. So.
Oh, youth. That's good. Sounds like a good weekend. Elly, how's your weekend been?
Pretty good. I forgot that yesterday was Saturday and not Sunday for like 3/4 of the day, so today's like a bonus weekend day.
How do you even... Okay. All right. No, that's good.
It happens when you have children.
I was going to say, this must be one of those having children things, because I'm always highly aware of when it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this weekend.
All right. Cool. Arrow, how's your weekend been?
All of my elder daughter's friends were apparently born in the same month, so this was her 3rd birthday party in as many weeks,
Oh, wow.
and so I want to die. I'm really happy to be having mature conversations with adults right now. Shame I'm not actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Really
That's the joke!
are you doing something after the show, or... when I was a kid, I grew up in a household very strict about nutrition. So, like, we didn't eat hot dogs, we didn't eat sugar, that kind of thing. So whenever I went to a neighbor's birthday party or a friend's birthday party, I was that kid who ate, like, 10 hot dogs and all the ice cream and then barfed it everywhere.
That's outstanding.
Yeah. So that's what my parents get for trying to make me eat healthy. So, keep that in mind, you parents. That
I wasn't planning on working very hard on that one.
Yeah. By the way,
If
orange sherbet doesn't come out.
like of clothes.
Of clothes.
It's like out of
Wow.
body. Then I was
Yeah.
No, it has
Weird.
no problem coming out of like 6-year-olds. That is not a problem. Coming out of the clothing that 6-year-olds are wearing, a lot more tricky. Yeah. Cool. All right.
I
good.
can't-
Good story
I
about the
can't.
barfing.
I just can't.
So we were talking about a bunch of stuff today. Elly, I hear you have some questions from the Peanut Gallery.
I have a lot of questions from the Peanut Gallery. Do we want to start with those?
Yeah, let's do it. Bring on Peanut
All
Gallery
right.
questions.
So the first question is regards Dragon Age Origins, and I have a friend who only will have time for one playthrough in the next while, and that friend wants to know who they should romance.
In Origins?
Or Inquisition.
Or Inquisition? Inquisition? Cullen, all the way.
Iron Ball.
Iron Bull is fun and it's good. Cullen is so amazingly written. I can't.
So, for background-related purposes, who were your favorites in previous games?
Ooh, good question.
I'm an Alistair
Because-
girl.
Really?
Oh, God.
He's the Black Ball, the original one. Like, he will just love you no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm writing down the answers here. You should even see. I wrote it down.
I can't say I had a favorite in Origins so much as it's impossible to be mean to Alistair.
It's really not.
It is. If you have a soul or a heart or any human feeling whatsoever.
I mean, I had a
but
lot of human
I-
feelings, and then he ended up with as king with that other person as his wife because that was his duty.
And
He
that's
really,
horrible.
really didn't want that, and it
Yeah.
made it so much better.
Wow! This is like you're the Dragon Age version of taking away the ladder in the swimming pool for your Sims, right?
Well,
Pretty
maybe
much
if he
so.
wasn't so annoying all the time. Like,
No.
you get it. Your life sucks. Stop telling me every time I look at you.
Okay, so based on your story, not Blackwall is your answer for this question. Like, anybody except that.
Well, no, I'm trying to like for reals answer this question. For me, it felt like all of the romances were all pretty evenly written in both Origins and in Kirkwall.
Mhm.
I think you get more gut punchy choices, like if you go with Morrigan or Anders, depending. But seriously, part of the reason why I enjoyed the Cullen storyline so much is that I was utterly blindsided by how well written he is. Because I had been putting that, I'm trying to see all the content, so I'm playing through all the romances, And I had been putting off his because I'd played a mage in Origins, and it's like, whatever, whiny douche bro, you know, get on with your bad self. And that's what I was expecting. And then they turn it around, and it's been, 12, 15 years in canonical timeline. And what they've given us is relatable, understandable personal growth in his character arc. And it's a lot like watching the Garrus relationship in Mass Effect progress from teammate to best friend to significant other. It's so incredibly well done. Iron Bull is hilarious. He's a lot of fun. Blackwall is really boring. Sarah is also special. Josephine is super cute. She's like an Austen novel. There's a point where you fight a duel for her honor, and it's incredibly charming. But seriously, Cullen, amazing, amazing, amazing. I am utterly slain, and it's really good.
See, I wanted to romance Cullen. I've only done the one playthrough with Iron Bull as my romance, and I wanted to romance Cullen because he wears that awesome fur ruff, which I think is cool. But he can only have romances with human and elven ladies, and I'm like, oh, la-di-da, look at me, I'm too good for Quinari, so, whatever. I don't need to date him. That was my...
I'm taking notes. This is awesome.
And also, if you are going to do a Cullen romance, definitely use a human mage.
Okay.
Because of the Mage Templar kind of thing?
You get some more dialogue choices, more dialogue options specifically relating to his past, and he has a breakdown. That was when I knew I was utterly doomed. He has a breakdown in a conversation where he's like, I was such a bigoted, ignorant douche bro that if I had met you 12 years ago, I would never have cared about you, and that makes me sick. And it's like, Jesus fuck, BioWare, what are you doing? Cheating.
No, Cor, pursuant to what we were talking about in the last episode, you were accidentally locked in a Blackwall relationship, if I remember correctly.
That's correct. I haven't finished yet because there's a cutscene I can't get past my video card, so I'm stuck in the middle of Act 3. But yeah, I'm stuck in a Blackwall romance. I can't even get rid of him. I've tried. So really avoid him with all your strength if you can.
Don't even look at him. Don't talk to him. Just avoid Blackwall.
I appreciate the way Blackwall is written because it is totally understandable for a lonely dude who doesn't get out much to take a, hey, you did a good job, I think you're a nice guy compliment entirely too personally and show up naked in your bedroom.
The other strategy is instead of ignoring him, like hook up with somebody else before, like really put time in with someone earlier. Then you would already be LinkedIn.
Yes.
Or whatever. So you can do that way too.
And the Soulless romance is apparently also super well written, but I'm not emotionally prepared to play an elf. So
yeah, he's kind of a prick. So I don't know if it's probably cool to try.
I did. Liore.
Arrow would like to speak about the ending of Dragon Age Inquisition now, but she can't.
Yeah, well, that's too bad.
Elly, give us more questions.
Yeah, on a related note, how did you guys feel about Zevran in 2?
I think Zevran in 2? Oh, that's right. He shows up for a mission, doesn't he?
Not Zevran.
Fenris?
Fenris.
Gideon Emery. It's always a problem when I recognize an actor before they start talking, and Gideon Emery is one of those actors that I very much enjoy. So I really like Fenris. I like how he's written. It is super, super hard to get into a romance with him if you are playing a mage and you take him anywhere, which I thought was pretty funny. But I've also only finished one playthrough of 2 because I didn't like it.
That's fair. So I know Talon had a anti-romance with Fenris. And
a rival match, yeah.
I am thumbs down on Fenris.
Well, but you hate everything well-edited. There's another one of the questions on this.
It's all documented, yeah.
Why do you hate fun things?
I don't hate fun things. I like fun things. It's just that you guys don't understand what's fun.
Wow. Or you're just completely wrong about everything, which is also possible.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that if you've been holding out on playing Inquisition,
Sarah, your mic is.
what?
I can hear her fine.
I think you're fine.
Leore's broken.
Maybe your headset's
Because-
broken.
Or the force of Lior's wrong has knocked her offline.
Well, he likes Hasselhoff movies on Fridays, so I don't know what her taste kind of things going on right now are.
Yeah,
That's
how do we feel about Kung Fury?
My headphones died, but I came back just in time to hear someone maligning my Hasselhoff thing. He rides a dinosaur. Okay.
No,
I
you
don't know
can't.
what
You
guys
can't be
are asking
wrong.
for.
Kung Fury looks awesome, or at least that Hasselhoff video looks awesome. I have no idea about that rest of that situation.
Yeah, no, it's true. And then there's like the arcade cabinet that grows arms and legs and fights people, and there's kung fu and Nazis and dinosaurs, and anyone who does not like that video does not understand fun.
Well, you
Anyway.
hated the lip sync battles, so I don't know.
You hate lip sync battles? How can you hate lip sync battles?
It's boring.
Yeah, so I played the
Oh my
lip sync.
god. Okay, you know what, Lior's, just stop talking for now. Just stop talking. I'm gonna talk for a while.
Did you see the Anne Hathaway lip sync battle?
That was amazing.
I played that, and Leore's like, "What the hell is this? This is
Dora
dumb."
yelled to turn it off. Like, she did not like it at all. Like, get rid of it. For
Oh
minutes.
my god.
I muted it because I was bored.
How does it feel to be you in your world of sad, lonely,
There's no
only
talent
Korean
to
despair?
lip syncing? There's no talent to lip syncing.
Bull crap!
It's not
There's
about
no
the.
lip
It's not
syncing.
about the song. It's about the rest of the performance. Like
Okay.
he put everything into that. That was amazing.
Dude, I used to do that when I was 8, dancing around my room.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why it's
Exactly.
funny.
But I don't. Yeah. Anyway, all right. And next.
No, I'm still talking.
Oh, sorry.
I want to say, this is like for reals now, if you have been putting off playing Inquisition because it had a really shitty launch and was super, super buggy, now is a great, great time to pick it up. Because not only have they fixed a great deal of the terrible game-breaking bugs, the modding community is really vibrant right now. And so most of the things that are still bugged and or horrible are super easy to fix.
Cool. That's not why I've been putting it off, but
But I'm just saying, it's
Other
really
people
good. You
like
should
it.
play it. I really need to be able to talk about the ending, you guys.
Yeah, I know.
You were ruining this for me, Elly.
Now, I will buy a new computer in the next month so I can have a thing that runs it and I finish it off. It's gonna happen.
There you go. And then you can take Elly's spot in the show because I just don't even know if he's not going to finish
Whatever.
Dragon Age. I don't know.
At least I like lip sync battles and Star Wars.
I
Oh, no,
don't
it's not now.
like Star Wars.
Star Wars is a good segue into my next question.
Shut up.
Yes, it's perfect. Let's go.
So we rediscovered Arrow's screenshot Tumblr this weekend, and there are a lot of Star Wars pictures on it from recently.
Yep.
So this household may be looking into Star Wars again,
Mm-hmm.
and we want to know which server, so that we know where to go.
I think I'm on Harbinger.
That sounds like familiar. Okay.
I will check. Maybe
Secondly,
it might be Shadowlands.
how
wait,
how
there are
bad,
only like 6 servers now. Hold on, I will log in when I get back upstairs, and I will let you know.
how badly do we need to subscribe?
Instead of play free, it depends. How do you feel about PvP?
Don't care.
And you're going to be playing together.
Maybe some, maybe not.
Okay, if you are going to be playing solo, you probably want to subscribe. You don't have to, but if you don't subscribe and you play solo, you have to do every quest on every planet.
That's
Okay.
no good. You don't want that.
But if you subscribe, then you can get like all the experience boosts and everything.
Right. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and if similar to the romance question, if you were gonna pick one storyline to play, what would it be?
Oh god, Imperial Agent.
Yeah. Okay. We already knew that
Or-
answer. We just wanted to make
Or
sure.
Jedi Knight.
Oh, Jedi Knight.
Or basically, so I
Or
played
Smuggler,
through.
Or Bounty Hunter.
Let me finish. I have
Talon
played
did not like the bounty hunter. She found
Well,
it to be very boring.
the
Compared
bounty.
to
Okay, the bounty hunter starts out super boring. It is really, really boring. But here's the thing: I've played every class up to Act 3. I've only finished 4, but I have played everything through to Act 3, and even the bounty hunter, which starts out so boring, still takes the sharp left turn into holy shit, what the fuck, awesome in Act 3.
Okay,
But you
fair
have
enough.
to actually get to Act 3, and
Yeah.
it might be a huge pain in the ass to get there without the 12x bonus, which is what I had when I played it.
Yeah, I'm sad that we missed out on that, but so be it.
Yeah, I'm actually I lost all of his screenshots, so I didn't have any of those to post on my gallery, which was super unfortunate.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I know that I started a bounty hunter with like a sweet old man bounty hunter with with sideburns and shit, and he looked awesome. He was super fat. It was great. All right, that's all the questions from this here thing.
Thank you, anonymous unknown person, for
We've
sharing your questions with
Obviously,
us.
totally never spoken to before in any way.
We don't know at all and does not live in the same house as Elly. Thank you for your questions. By the way, if you have questions, you can send them to podcast@liorblog.com.
Wow.
It's
We haven't had a
true.
question in so long.
I know, but that was really well done. I am super impressed.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what else happened with Star Wars? There was a sweet ass trailer.
Okay, I'm muting now.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
seriously,
Just so we can be clear, Arrow has not watched the trailer, and what's the deal now? You're not going to watch the trailer until you can see it in the theater?
That is correct. I am going to wait until I can see the trailer in the big screen on some sweet sound and everything instead of squinching it up on a tiny screen, because this is important to me, and I have seen every Star Wars movie in the theater, including the first ones, even though I don't remember it, because I was a tiny baby. But still, the point remains.
Okay.
In her defense, it's only like 2 or 3 weeks away until Age of Ultron airs, and they're going to play the trailer then, so it's not that long away.
Correct.
But then
Are
you
you
have to
gonna
see
see
Age
it
of
in IMAX?
Ultron.
Or you
Yes.
see it? So, okay, so can we before Arrow goes away, can we yell at you about superheroes first?
What do you want to like? What? What? There's nothing to yell at me about. I have
Well,
a different opinion.
Given,
But it's
I
a
mean,
wrong one.
we can do the superhero talk first because
Sure, let's talk about superheroes first. Superheroes are boring.
you're so wrong.
How
I'm
can you
so
say
over
superheroes
them.
are boring?
The
Because
literal
that's like saying food is boring.
I'm bored. I'm bored of superhero tropes. I'm bored. I'm just.
I think you have the wrong word chosen there, like over. Sure, you can be over. Like, there's been a lot of them. Sure, you can be over. They're not boring. They're fucking superhero movies. They're amazing and explosion-y.
But
like, they're not boring.
it's all the same thing. It's the same thing over and over again.
They're not-
superheroes, and occasionally they're like grim dark, like Spider-Man reboot. Oh no, I have all this absolute power. But for the most part, it's just like the Avengers, where they gallivant around and be superheroes, and it's
my
okay.
God.
But it's
that
just
is
like
not what the Avengers is about.
Wow.
yeah, that's what they did.
Like, being over is fine. Being bored is stupid.
Yeah, being bored is totally wrong.
So, but they're of a genre, right? Like, is it impossible to become tired of a genre and be like, I have seen the movies in this genre, and unless something is going to totally do the tropes differently?
Except that we're currently in an age where
Everything is a superhero movie? Yeah.
there are a lot of superhero movies and TV shows. I won't say that is not true, but there are a lot of different takes on the superhero genre right now, which is like way better than when there was just like goody two shoes paladin, lawful good Superman and Batman on TV.
Are there different takes, though?
Yes.
Like, really?
Yes.
Not to get too wide on it, but like the problem isn't just comic book to movies, it's just adaptations in Hollywood. They can't make their own stuff anymore. Like
Well, that's a problem. Yeah.
14 of the top 15 movies last year for gross money were non-original, and the one original one was the Lego Movie, which is not original. It's off toys. So
And off of
Yeah.
superheroes and other
yeah,
franchises.
the
Yeah,
like,
it's
most original screenplay thing that actually was original last year was number 16, which was Interstellar. That was the only one that was like a new story. Everything else was all adaptations or comics or remakes or sequels. Like, it's all
Yeah. And to be fair, part of my current superhero malaise is a response to that. They like Marvel comes out and is like, here's our plan till 2017 or something, and I'm like, I don't know, that just doesn't seem very interesting or exciting to me. I don't want to be marketed a slate of movies. They're already pushing what is it, the Infinite Wars or Infinity Wars or whatever that comes after Age of Ultron. So I mean, it's sort of like if World of Warcraft was to go to BlizzCon last year and not talk about Warlords of Draenor, but talk about the next expansion, the result would be
all the time.
The result would be people would be like, well, why do I care about Warlords of Draenor anymore when I can focus on this one? It's the same thing with Marvel. They put all these movies. They're already talking about the Infinity Wars. Why do I care about Age of Ultron when they're already talking about how wonderful the Age of Infinity or Infinity Wars will be? Their double header or whatever. Like,
I mean, we already talked about Heavensward before you're like past level 30 in Final Fantasy. Like 6
He's got
months
you there.
to a year out. I mean, like being excited about something that's on the horizon while also looking forward to the thing that is coming soon is not that big of a deal.
I don't know. I disagree. I think that Blizzard actively, for example, does not push that expansion after the one that they're about to release. They wait until the one they've released has released, and then they talk about what's coming up next.
They talk over their patches though, and their patches are basically the same size as expansions for most other games.
Okay, well, now we're getting nitpicky as to my metaphor, which is fair enough. But the point being, there's not a lot of original coming out of Hollywood right now. What is coming out is a lot of superhero stuff, a lot of particularly Marvel stuff. They've mapped out, what I'm going to be watching until 2017, and I'm out. I'm out.
Well, that's because they can do a good job of it, and they want to tell like longer form stories in the movie world as opposed to.
But there's not really a lot going on with superheroes, right? Like we're not even talking like the Watchmen or something. We're talking about like Thor waves his hammer around and saves the world.
Like
Captain America waves his shield around and saves the world.
We've talked about Captain America several times, and they've completely redone the Captain America character.
He's still a superhero who waves his shield around and saves the world.
Not the Captain America that was the same Captain America in the 60s. It's not the same Captain America. It's not the same Captain America from like Marvel Universe video games or whatever.
I don't even think that's true. He's teased mercilessly in the Avengers for being a goody-goody. The dude's a goody-goody.
Goody-goodiest of the bunch, but he is like not. I fucking hate Captain America until now.
Yeah, because he was really boring. He was their answer to.
I mean, he's Superman, and Superman also terrible.
But one thing I'd like to point out, though, from like in a movie making perspective, studios always have multi-year plans. Always. What's new is that this studio has informed the public of their multi-year plan.
Yeah, and I don't like
That's the only difference. This is not a new thing for movies having, a plan to 2016. Or
isn't it better than like not knowing whether your show is going to get renewed for the next year?
But having a content calendar, like everybody, like, in my line of work, I do content calendars all the time. But the point is, when I do a content calendar, I also don't promote everything all at once, all at the same time, because whoever you're delivering it to, your audience finds it overwhelming and doesn't know what to focus on. And it's the same with this whole Marvel, here's your timeline for the rest of your life, what movies you'll be watching nonsense. I just don't care. And I don't think there's anything unique being brought to the table in these movies. Sorry, I just don't.
But you haven't seen all these movies.
Movies have to be unique and special. Like, we're not all snowflakes here. There's movies.
Yeah, awesome movies.
Like, I'm not saying they're not, like, get your popcorn, go have a good time and watch them. And I'm not saying that anyone's wrong for enjoying them or looking forward to Age of Ultron or any of that. I mean, I tease Arrow about it, but I don't actually think there's anything wrong, aside from, the fact that we tease each other. There's anything wrong with going and enjoying Age of Ultron. But it just doesn't really interest me because I can sit here and I know how the plot's going to go.
Do you?
Yeah, Ultron's going to show up and be bad and make shit happen. They're going to fight him and they're going to win. Like, that's it.
They're not going to lose. You think they're going to lose? They're going to lose and everyone's going to die? That's not going to happen. They're going to win. And that's fine. It's
so
cool.
bad.
Well, yeah. But I'm just saying that's not terribly interesting. I find that boring. If I know what's going to happen at the end of the movie, the most exciting thing for me when I see a movie is when I get like half an hour in and I have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, I can count on like one hand how many times that has happened to me, though. Everyone uses the same storytelling tropes all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. But superhero happens to be a dominant trope right now, and so I'm bored of it.
There's only two stories, drama and comedy.
What about dramedy?
Damn it, Ellie just invented a third story.
I did not invent that. That's like a real legit term.
It is, yeah.
Unfortunately.
It is. It is. And reality TV. There's number 4.
Yeah, you gotta find reality TV.
I didn't come here to make friends. That's yeah. Which I really want a shirt that says I did come here to make friends, but yeah, anyway, that's my thing. But yeah, no, I'm bored. That's why I'm bored, because it's the same trope. I know what's going to happen at the end. It was sort of unique in the first Avengers to see, like, the interaction between everybody, and, haha, Iron Man sasses everybody and whatever. And that's cool, but it just doesn't interest me.
I mean, to be fair, Iron Man kind of sucks.
What? Oh my god.
Now he's just being sharp.
Wow.
So the trailer for Fantastic Four came out also.
Did it? I didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
which they're making another Fantastic Four movie, which is good.
How is it? Because those last ones need to like never have been.
That is exactly what is going on.
Made.
Liore will know the guy playing Reed Richards because he was also in Divergent.
Is he Korean?
Oh, I did see Divergent. I did.
Yeah. And the weird thing is that kid looks exactly like one of my project managers, like down to the speech patterns, and it freaks me out every time because it's like, oh, this must be what Ryan looked like when he was 15, and it's very strange.
Which guy?
Who was?
Playing Reed Richards.
Okay.
He was the antagonist in Divergent, which is a god-awful teen movie.
Oh yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I can't wait for Insurgent to come out on Blu-ray.
But man, Theo James is pretty.
A lot of hair in the movie.
Wait, what?
What?
Like the white guy that's like one of the training people that's in charge of them.
Reed Richards is Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic.
No,
he means who he is in Divergent. Yeah. No, it's one of the Wiener colleagues of in the. Oh God, I can't even remember the name. In the gang of the fighter gang.
Yeah. So one of the trainee guys. That's
the trainee guy. Yeah.
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 Okay. Good.
I don't know the name. HBO 2 in the morning. I was drunk. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. No. That was fun. I enjoyed that movie.
So Star Wars.
Okay, but anyway, so Batman versus Superman, the trailer came out the same day as the Star Wars trailers, we'll get to in a minute, and I think we can all universally say that trailer looked dumb and boring. Yes.
Except I really like the animated series White Eyes on the Batman mask. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I admittedly do not know anything about the storyline that they're following. I assume it's coming from the DC Comics, but it looks like Superman and Batman are going to fight, and Batman's all like, I'm old Batman, and I don't like being old Batman, so I'm going to fight you.
Presumably it's the beginning of the Justice League, right?
Theoretically, I guess, because they really, really want some sweet, sweet Avengers money, but they're not willing to spend the time to actually build up the franchise. So
you need like an Aquaman movie and like a Wonder Woman movie, and you have to have like all people, right? So that would be a lot of time.
Well, that's like they need to combat Marvel movies. I mean, like they're totally getting killed. Like,
or they're
well, that's because DC's movies are terrible. They're just.
Their TV shows are pretty good though.
But apparently, yeah, their TV shows are always really good. My very favorite Batman movie, like objectively the best Batman movie, is Mask of the Phantasm. So, which none of you people have seen because you suck.
Because it's animated, so Liore's over it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm over that too.
But Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie. Period. Full stop.
I'm not even disagreeing here. It's just
really close. But Mask of the Phantasm is still best.
Okay. I will take your... yeah, no, I can totally see that. I think Batman would probably be better in animated form anyway because you can make him do cooler things. I will say I'm on board for sad, staring, middle-aged Ben Affleck Batman.
No,
oddly enough, that was the one thing I took out of the trailer.
Affleck.
Like, he stands there and he's all large and sad, and he just like stares. Like, most of the trailer is just him like staring at things. And
I thought most of the trailer was like that Superman statue, like looking all sad in the rain, and like check out these sweet graphics we got.
I guess there was some of that too.
I really thought the Superman movie was super, super boring.
The latest one with what's his name?
With that guy, yeah.
who's now playing Adam on Arrow.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what is that guy's
playing
name?
Adam.
Superman.
Henry Cavill?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. What? It was.
He's on Arrow as Adam, who is essentially DC's version of Iron Man.
Everything that was not on Krypton was so boring. Was so boring.
Core, did you see that movie?
No.
Me neither.
Wait, which one are we talking about? Superman
last-
Returns?
No, not Superman Returns with random
Brandon
gay
Routh.
Jesus Superman. That was very strange. My mother can go into hilarious foul-mouthed fangirl rants about how terrible that movie was.
Brandon Routh, I think is his name. Routh?
Yes.
That was the guy in
Ralph
Superman
Ruth.
Returns, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
He was also in Scott Pilgrim.
He's now on the CW. He was in Scott Pilgrim.
He was. He was one of the ex-boyfriends in Scott
He was
Pilgrim.
the vegan.
Yeah, that's right.
That was one of the best ex-boyfriends.
Scott Pilgrim. That's a great movie. Yeah. See, I like things.
Comic book movie.
But you
There
knew
you
the
go.
end already. There was no plot line. You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, because he'd read the comic books, right? Oh, you probably have.
Adaptation.
I had actually read the comic books because they're Canadian. Con, yeah. And at the end, they strike down the final boss, and he falls, and he's Canadian change. It's the best moment. I'm like, look, it's a caribou! Okay. I was very excited.
It's a
Whatever, you're not even Canadian anymore.
Or
Okay,
ever.
I am too, still Canadian.
Technically ever.
I am still Canadian. Thank you. My
Oh.
own sister was like, so did you give up your Canadian citizenship? And I'm like, shut your mouth. Anyway, okay, Arrow, mute, and I will wave at you when you may turn back on your sound.
Okay, I'm muting as of now.
So, hi, Arrow. So let's talk about Arrow. No, okay, so the Star Wars trailer came out.
Yeah, it was
Arrow's
awesome.
not watching it. Okay, and I was not that excited for this movie. And I saw that trailer, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually a little interested now. It got me.
my God.
This trailer got me. The big scene.
You're
that they-
marginally excited? Like maybe
Yeah.
This is like
The
this is like a personal breakthrough.
Yeah, I was moderately excited. They had the Star Destroyer crashed onto what kind
I
of looked like
know, it was
Tatooine,
gorgeous.
and that was great. It was
and the
legitimately good.
X-wing in front of it.
Yeah,
It should
that
have
was
been
an excellent scene.
for scrap though. That would destroy Tatooine's economy. The Jawas would be all over that thing.
That's true. Also, that Star Destroyer probably would have crashing into Tatooine probably would have
Would
adjusted.
have snapped in
its
half
orbit.
going through the atmosphere. Yeah, it would not go in one piece.
It's
Like, it's not gonna
those
be-
things are fucking huge.
Yeah, it would have knocked it off its axis, and they would
I've
have
been playing the. Have you played the X-wing miniatures game?
Yes.
So I was playing that, and I was like, "Why don't we have a Star Destroyer?" And then we started talking about how big the Star Destroyer would be, and it's bigger than my house.
Yeah. Like if an X-wing is this big and it's
Yeah.
30 meters long, and a Star Destroyer is a mile long, it's going to be like. Where's it
Yeah,
going to?
because the Falcon, right, is, I don't know, 3 inches across or whatever, and when the Falcon lands on the command center, it looks real tiny. So
Speaking of the Falcon, can we talk about the cameos at the end of that trailer?
Sure.
Where you see,
was it Mark Hamill's voiceover, or was
Yeah,
it
but it sounded like they were alluding that Mark was talking to his daughter, who is maybe the main character. Which is kind of,
but it
because,
could
in the old canon, he didn't have a daughter; he had a son, and now it's been all redone. So maybe he's got a daughter now.
that would be cool.
I like
it
that
could also
too.
be. It could also be. He didn't. It never specified that it was his kid, right? So it could be a.
It didn't specify, kind of alluded to it, my father, my sister, me, and now you. So it sounds like they're doing the bloodline thing, and they show a woman right afterwards. So it seems like they're saying it's his daughter, which I
I
don't
hope
really
so.
know.
I mean, it could, or Han and Leia's daughter, even though that's the wrong canon.
Also,
Yeah.
they didn't have a daughter either. They had. Oh no, they did. They
Yeah,
had,
they had twins. Yeah.
yeah, they had twins, and they had Anakin, so they had 3. But so it could be Han and Leia's kid.
Either way, it looked awesome, and I got several text messages that were I really didn't want to be excited for this movie, and then I watched a trailer, and now I kind of am, Is It Christmas Yet?
It was good. I like the voiceover. I like the allusion to some of the lines from the first trilogy. I like the end, where Han and Chewie show up, and you're like, yeah.
And Han's all old and Chewie's not, because Chewie's a Wookiee and doesn't age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some work done.
200 years or something. No, the Wookiees just live forever.
They live forever. Yeah, it's like hundreds of years.
Yeah, multiple hundreds of years.
I know. I have seen the Star Wars Christmas special that was set on Wookiee Planet. Okay,
nice.
I've seen that.
Kashyyyk.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
How many Y's do you pronounce when you say it?
What? There's like two, isn't there?
There's 3 Y's in it, right? Yeah. It's like KASHY''YYK or something like that.
A lot of Y's.
It's a lot of Y's.
That's a lot of Y's. But I admit, I was a little skeptical because I don't necessarily love what J.J. Abrams has done with Star Trek. It's okay, but it's just really flashy,
he's also
glossy, not
he's
very
remaking
deep.
those movies. But that's also the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars, and the difference between making the movie that you didn't like as a kid and the movie that you did like as a kid. Right, because J.J. Abrams has said that he's was never a Star Trek fan and wanted to make Star Trek more accessible to a wider audience, which is like the fucking worst thing if you're a Star Trek fan. Somebody like takes over that. But I guess he was a big Star Wars fan for a long time, so I expect that he will do well.
Yeah, and at least based on just what we briefly saw in the trailer, it had the gritty, aesthetic that I think was totally stripped out of Star Trek. So I am glad that he kept that in Star Wars.
And the original 3 movies.
Yeah, it seems like at least the cinematography style is kind of more like the originals rather than the newer ones, which maybe they're just showing that because people know, they know people hated the newer ones in general. Or maybe, I don't know, but it seems like it's kind of throwing back towards more the physical, grittier stuff, which
I doubt it's physical. It's all physical props and stuff, but
I doubt it too. But it'd be nice if it was.
It would be.
Yeah, it would be nice.
I know they built a Falcon, to do scenes in at least. So
they did.
Yeah, they built a Falcon.
So
at least that will be shot in the physical space, but I don't know about the rest of it. Obviously,
and I didn't. The cinematography style of the first movies is not what I hated about those movies.
The 1 through 3s?
Yeah.
Was it the acting or the story or the dialogue or the acting?
Well, so the story the story stuff didn't actually bother me that much. I mean, it was generic story, but Star Wars is generic. And what made it interesting is really interesting acting performances and characters that hinted at a lot more to them. But it made sense for the Republic to be all fancy. I mean, the Republic is the closest thing they had to the Federation, so it made sense for it to be all pristine and pretty and glossy to some extent.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But
not for this one. No, I'm excited, and I like the fact that it heavily featured a person of color and a woman in the trailer, and it looks like they're going to be main characters, which I am psyched about because that's a big problem with previous.
That was for the first trailer they had, whenever that was. It was the first 2 people they showed was a woman and a man of color. So it's they're, I don't know if on purpose or not, probably on purpose, trying to make it a little more diverse, which is good.
I think on purpose.
Universe, of course, there's not just 3 white guys.
Right, yeah, we're talking the whole universe here. It's not just 3 white guys and a guy with fish mouth. It's actual. There's diversity.
Nice that far.
What about the vagina plate guy? Not Akbar, the other ones.
The Celestian? I don't know which. I forget his name.
Yeah,
now.
the Celestians. Yeah, that's those guys.
He was cool too.
I know. I think I even played one of those guys in Star Wars Galaxies for a little while or something. One of those games.
But yeah, this was a good trailer. It as from the perspective of someone who was not excited about this movie and was kind of all right, impress me. It impressed me, so I will be paying attention.
What I don't want to do is to now watch a whole bunch of trailers that tell me about the plot.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just wait.
I agree. agree. Actually, that's true. I don't want to be oversaturated. I think
Like
I think that was
I felt
clever.
like this was good. It felt like it showed off a ton of stuff without actually telling me anything about what's happening, which is exactly what I want from a trailer and not what I ever get from a trailer these days. I expect we will get a lot more full-length trailer things as we get closer. But I don't know. It was pretty good.
I think the big thing that this trailer showed for me, and we've already touched on this, but that they are approaching this, they appreciate the first trilogy, and that they're throwing back to that. There was so much in that was a throwback. Not just the fact, Han and Chewie showed up, but some of the dialogue and, like we're saying, the cinematography. This was the trailer that said, we know what you want and where we are coming from, and we are not totally reinventing the wheel here, which is great.
Because I have to say, the first teaser trailer, was good, but had me worried. Because the first teaser, the rolling ball R2 unit, I was like, fuck, that's like Jar Jar.
No, the light claymore was the worst fucking thing ever. I still hate that.
Which one?
The light claymore, where he shoots it out with a main beam and then side beams. Why would you split plasma 3 ways?
It's okay, that's still in.
Yeah, but it was that was the highlight of that first trailer. What's the point of that? It's not gonna. Never mind.
No, yeah.
No, I think that's a good point. That first trailer felt a lot more like the second trilogy of, here's George Lucas, I've got a computer, I'm creating all this crazy shit. It's all computer generated and feels kind of lifeless and shallow, and that's what that first trailer was full of. And this one there's definitely much more of a throwback. I think that's an excellent point.
We just have to keep in mind that both of those trailers are describing the same movie.
Yeah.
So we'll
exactly.
see. I hope the movie ends up being more like trailer 2 and less like trailer 1. But I was going to see it anyway, even if it looked like.
I'm gonna go probably midnight showing anyways, regardless of what happens.
Yep.
So.
And then probably for the next one afterwards, and the next one after that.
I did not see any of the middle trilogy.
How did you avoid that?
Who are you talking to? I easily avoid all of these things. But I was not sure. But I think I will probably go see this one. I think.
Did you guys see the Battlefield trailer that came out shortly after?
Yeah, I did.
You want to talk about that at all?
I'll talk about that. We can get Arrow back.
Yeah, let's get Arrow. Arrow, come back now.
Arrow.
Arrow.
I forgot to turn the mute off.
Arrow.
I was talking and nothing was happening.
Are you dark on Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah, what's your take on
No,
that?
I am not dark on Battlefront.
Did you watch the trailer for that?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Because it's first person, isn't it?
It is first person.
Arrow, Core thinks the T lightsaber is stupid.
That's because Core is dumb.
Why would you have handguards that are plasma? You're going to burn your fucking...
Okay, you know what? Tomorrow in
IRC,
I'm going to link you. I'm going to link you to Stephen Colbert's excellent takedown of your bitching about the lightsaber. Because he is officially the longest Star Wars fan in the world. He got to see the movie 2 weeks early. He has been a Star Wars fan longer than anyone else.
Oh, I've seen it, and his argument, while hilarious and fine, is hilarious and fine. It's still dumb. You don't need a handguard for
It's not a handguard. It's not a guard. Ugh.
I'm really pleased that I managed to set up that. That was good.
Wait,
Did you talk about how the little droid ball is an actual robot?
Yeah,
we talked about how we don't like the droid ball.
We didn't talk about it's a robot, though.
There is an actual...
No, it is an actual robot. It's not a practical effect. It's an actual robot. It's for... the company designed it for educational games, and you can control it with a smart device, and they're going to sell 1 billion of them when they are released.
Only one? Only 1 billion?
They're going to sell a gazillion of those things.
Yeah. 11 billion.
Elly, what have you been playing lately?
Not a ton. Destiny?
Question mark?
And pocket mining or whatever it's called.
Okay. Arrow, what have you been playing?
Wait, no, I've got one more. It's on the list. I have
Okay.
one more game I'm supposed to bring up that's on the list.
Yes.
So my household has gotten deeply into Neko Atsumi, which is a Japanese Tamagotchi, I guess, phone
A
game.
Japanese Tamagotchi, really?
Japanese studio.
Wow.
Tamagotchi style phone
Redundant.
game. You basically like have a little play yard, and then you like put some food down, and some cats come, and then you like pet the cats and take pictures of them, and nobody really knows what's going on because it's all in Japanese, but apparently you can sink hundreds of hours into it. And then you can open up the house.
I haven't played this, but my Twitter feed has been going nuts over it. It's been nothing but Japanese cat games
Yeah,
for the last two weeks.
there have been a lot in this house too.
Wow.
And apparently you can't find it easily on the App Store because the name is in Japanese and like with kanji, and so you need the link.
We'll
Okay.
put it in the show notes. Yeah.
Sure we will.
I was told I had to bring that up and ask if you guys had heard about it or not.
I have heard about it. It is quite popular right now. The fact that I have to actually like make an effort to find it has kept me from looking it up myself. Also, I have cats. I'll just pet my cats.
No, but they're fat and they get stuck in boxes, and
So are her cats.
then there's this big fat cat that comes and like eats all the food.
Bad kid.
Again, that sounds like regular cats.
It sounds like my house, I know.
Era, what have you been playing?
Inquisition, all the time, forever. I am utterly consumed by this game. Again. Forever, all the time. I can't. I have no words.
Alrighty then. That was good. Good segment. Cor, what have you been playing lately?
I started Record Keeper after you guys talked about it last time, and I spent too many times at work outside of the building taking a break for Record Keeper. I'm also doing Hearthstone maybe like twice a week just to stay up on dailies. Not really into it, but just kind of keeping up with it. And then I'm playing Pillars of Eternity actually a lot, which is super fun and frustrating. I started at like one of the high difficulty levels because I thought I played Baldur's Gates and Neverwinter.
No, Squire, you turn that shit back down.
Yeah, I'm really, really bad at like going into a new zone, clearing 80% of it, and then dying and not saving the whole thing.
Yep.
So
no.
fun. Oh god, I love it.
As I understand it, the autosave mechanism doesn't.
It only autosaves when you zone in and zone out of places. So like,
Yeah,
I need a hot save anymore, 'cause I'm really bad at
rely on that as you would in a game that you paid actual money for and not just Kickstarter money for.
No, I paid. So I didn't kickstart it. I paid after they released on Steam, so I went through that. So almost full price, I guess. But no, it's like if you played some of the old Obsidian games, it's really good. It's basically Baldur's Gates or Neverwinters or that kind of stuff, minus the D&D logoing, so they don't get sued. But it's very good. It's a pretty good story. Like it's a fun game, but for sure, you're gonna play it hot save all the damn time.
Is there companion talk?
Yes. So companions, they don't have as much jabber as like Dragon Age does and stuff, but
Oh no, of course not.
there is companion talk. I would say it's kind of sporadic, and you have each companion has quest lines for like the main companions, other than like the ones you can hire at kind of random places and stuff. You get a keep at one point in time, which you can upgrade, and which gets like people come steal your crap if you're too prestigey with nobody guarding the walls, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of in the middle, and they have a dungeon they added in. It's kind of like Diablo 1, where you're just going down levels until you get to the bottom. Kind of a side quest thing. So it's fun, but it's frustrating if you play in the slider bar to the right.
Yeah, well, that's old school gaming for you. Games were hard back
At least
in the
they
day.
give you hot saves.
I don't know if there's a hot save button. I'm just doing a lot of escape saving, but the autosave is terrible. Like the autosave, like Daryl said, it's awful. So I need to find a hot save button. Otherwise, I'm just always doing escape save all the time.
I'm flashing back to old school like PlayStation survival horror games where
Yeah.
your ending is determined by how many times you saved.
Oh, those fuckers.
I
Yeah.
remember
Or like Resident Evil, where they give you there's literally 40 tape recorders across the whole game, and
that's all you get.
They don't tell you at the beginning, so you're like, I'm just gonna save everywhere, and then they're like, fuck,
And then you're
saves left for the next 10 hours of game.
I remember I was playing Resident Evil 3 with my sister, and she's trying to get an A+ ending, and which means no saves at all. And I said, well, are you sure, just an A ending is fine. You only get, an extra musical note. Go ahead and save once. She's, right before the final battle. And she says, no, saving is for pussies. And then immediately a bunch of random barrels explode around her, and she dies.
Oh, man. That's so
that
cool.
is one of my very favorite gaming memories.
Way at her, just, cackling and enjoying life so much.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I think she may have actually cried.
All right, that's pretty hardcore. Wow, that's why I don't play these games. But I have heard great things about Pillars of Eternity, so I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Oh, yeah, it's solid. It's solid. If you're not dying to play it, wait a while. It's going to run so everything else does. But it's very good if you have got time to do an RPG.
Play Broken Age Part 1. Broken Age Part 2 is coming up very, very soon.
I started it.
I bought it.
Yay!
I haven't started yet, though.
It's on the list. What did come out this week on Tuesday was GTA 5 for PC, and I have not been playing it, but I've been watching Vajra play it. And I actually watched most of a Let's Play when it came out for PS4 last year, and I mean, it looks so good. I mean, it's such a good-looking game. And there are just moments, where you're driving down the road and there's a lightning storm in the background, or, you can look down over a cliff over the sprawling city and realize that you can go anywhere. Anywhere you can see, you can go. And the generated world is actually, it's almost too good for the game. You don't do enough in the world that it's made such a painstaking effort to create. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. And I've been enjoying watching that, but mostly what I've been playing is Puzzles and Dragons.
You are the worst.
And I didn't
Way to
think
be
I was
2 years late.
I know, and I didn't think I was going to get that into it. I think the last episode, I'm just playing it casually, but no, it's too late. I played it seriously all weekend. I would just watch GTA 5 and play Puzzle and Dragons all weekend long. It's not that different from Dragon Coins. It's a lot deeper. The actual play is more complicated.
Deeper.
It is a lot
Deeper than Dragon Coins. Wow.
Well, no, it is.
Prey. I mean, come on.
It is a lot deeper than Dragon Coins, just in that it's been around a lot longer and it's Japanese, so Dragon Coins is the...
So is Dragon Coin.
Yeah.
No, it isn't, is it? I thought Dragon Coins was
It's Sega.
Guys.
Sega.
Oh, well, okay, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking that would be American. I'm wrong. But Puzzle and Dragons is pretty intense, and there's a lot of grinding. A lot of grinding, which is great.
Yeah, that's why I stopped playing that game.
Yeah, don't play it. Don't play it. But I got the super rare C, so now I have to grind.
No, not worth it.
Support it? Yeah. I don't know. It's a kind of fun, lazy mobile game,
It was very involved.
It is.
So you guys already retired from Final Fantasy on the phones, or is it already over?
I didn't retire from it. I just have been digging
holes.
Wait.
No plot.
I remember. I'm not taking any crap from you about Puzzle and Dragons because
Why
you
not?
Mind Tapper or whatever that is.
It's not Mind Tapper. God, it has a name.
Really?
I remember it.
It has a name. It's obviously an important one because you know exactly what it is.
It's Pocket Mine 2, and I didn't even look
Oh
at
my
it.
God! Wow! That was way better. I tell you what.
Pocket Mine 1 was such a runaway success that now they're back with
Sorry,
more
I
mining
have
from
legendary
your pocket.
gear to get.
Yeah, okay. I reiterate, I'm not taking any crap from you about Puzzle and Dragons. Yeah. But anyway, that's what I've been playing. That's it. I've mostly been watching GTA. It really bugs because, there's this character Trevor in GTA who everyone loves because he's over the top and rude. And I had to look it up. His voice actor is Canadian, so he speaks with what I can tell is a very distinct Canadian accent, and it really kind of bothers me. Sounds extremely Canadian. I want all you Americans to know that.
So I don't want to be like asking questions about stereotypical Canadian accents. So what does the accent sound like, so I can get an idea without
Sounds like
making dumb jokes. And
With the
He's
poser
going
eight?
to fall for it.
you want some moose?
I didn't say that. That was Elly.
Do you live in an igloo, eh?
Have some maple syrup.
You guys are the worst. This is why this. Okay. Anyway, this is why Canada is yeah. I'm trying not to start any
It's a
international.
boot time.
There's a funny way that Canadians twist their vowels, and it's hard to explain, but I can totally spot one at 10,000 paces, and Trevor is clearly Canadian, and it kind of...
Well, I think we all know, like, you can go back in time for our old podcast when you say Mario. Like, we know how people, like, twist the vowels. So.
Super Mario.
Mario, and
Oh
Lake
my
Lava. Yeah, Mario, you know, like the pizza place.
Oh my god.
Minnesotans do it too.
That's true, yeah.
Because they basically are Canadian,
Yeah.
only with guns.
Yeah, you guys can keep Minnesota. That's good.
I think you mean Minnesota.
I think I mean this episode is over. That's
Awful.
what I mean.
Awful.
Yes, we have covered the full gamut, and I got to defend my boring boredom
you
with superheroes.
No.
Which was good.
No, you didn't. You really didn't.
No, you totally didn't.
Did anyone watch the Daredevil show on Netflix?
Not yet. It looks good though. I heard only good things. Did you
Yeah,
watch
everyone
it?
loves it. It looks weird.
Vajra watched it all in a weekend and said it was good.
I watched Big Hero 6 recently.
Oh, I love that movie. It's very good.
Is that
It was
animated?
Really good. Yes,
Shut up.
it's animated. Yes,
it's
you
based
hate
on
it.
a Canadian comic. No, it's manga, isn't
No,
it?
it's Marvel.
It's Marvel.
It is.
No.
It is actually Marvel.
But it is spectacular. There are really, really excellent heroines in it. Did you seriously just flip it at me? When they're two of the aforementioned 6 are women of color who are awesomely scientific engineer chemists. It's spectacular. It's
Yeah,
a great thing for my girls to watch.
I didn't really realize that the one was Hispanic until the very end.
Look, there's nothing wrong with children watching children's animated movies.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with other people being terrible, except everything.
What was that? I don't even understand that.
That was
What he's saying is that you have no soul and you suck.
There we go. Thank you, Arrow, for getting right to the point.
You're welcome. That's what
And
I'm
I
for.
believe that means we've come to the end of another episode.
How can you tell them apart?
Cor, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, it was a pleasure. And come back when we get more Star Wars stuff and talk more about Star Wars with us.
Hey, let's talk about Ultron in the next episode.
Okay.
What
Will it have been out yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking.
It comes out, I think, in like
It's May
2
something.
maybe?
Yes, it will. If it's the first weekend in May, then totally we can talk about Ultron that episode.
Okay.
It's the second weekend in May.
I'm not worried because
God
there's no
damn it.
way Ellie's going to be able to go see it. So I'm
You
not
say that, but we've
Ellie's
been
got
making
family in
plans.
town.
Yeah. Fine. Find a babysitter for 3 hours.
We've been making plans.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I hope you all enjoy Age of Ultron.
we will because we're awesome, and also it has James Spader in it.
The James Spader part, that's cool.
How many years has it been since James Spader and Robert Downey Jr. have been in a movie together? Like 30? That's amazing.
A long time. Yes. I love James Spader. That's my primary reason I would go see this movie is for James Spader. The number two reason would be because it's getting warm and the movie theaters have air conditioning.
Yeah.
And also Chris Evans.
It doesn't get that warm.
I can see Chris Evans in a lot of things. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
but
it's a
Yeah, but he's in a skin-tight
All the
suit.
not really my type. Anyway,
the baby eating is better? Really? Really?
baby eating? Who's eating babies?
Chris Evans?
Oh.
Oh, the baby eating. That took me a while to figure out what you were talking about. I'm like, I've never eaten a baby.
That you know of.
That I know of.
What about veal? Come on, guys.
And lamb.
All right. Anyway, thank you everyone for listening. Aaron, Elly, I guess thank you for coming.
We love you, Liore. If you
yeah.
We'd love you more if you liked nice stuff.
Whatever. That's my job. My job is to be the straight man and the hipster. So I have successfully filled my role for this podcast. Also, I'm going to edit everyone out.
This episode is just going to be Liore saying superheroes suck. And then it'll be like one of those movie reviews for a terrible movie where they use ellipses in the middle of the sentence. This movie was a movie.
Yeah.
She will edit it. So it will be like, Liore, you are the best. And right.
It's just going to be
time.
a 15-minute long episode of me explaining why superheroes are boring now. And everyone will be like, you're so right. And then they'll stand up and they'll give me a round of applause.
Well, you can use our clapping. See, aren't you glad we clapped now? There's some more.
But you will watch infinite zombie movies, and they are all the same fucking movie.
No, you didn't hear her be, she was over zombies, too, when I tried to recommend iZombie.
I only watch foreign zombie movies.
Oh, my God.
Oh, foreign zombies are fancy.
Yeah, I don't watch American zombie movies.
Terrible.
You know what? There's a lot of movies out there, and I'm not going to have time to watch all of them, so everyone needs their own qualifications for what they do watch. Yeah, that seems very reasonable.
No,
it's literally
I work
nothing.
From home, and I have a Netflix subscription. I watch all the movies. Every movie. I have seen every movie.
All right, well, you can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/catcontext, and we are online, leoreblog.com/catcontextpodcast. Do send us questions. As we were mentioning before the show, I'm not sure if we recorded this part or not.
Episode 69.
The podcast is turning 3 in April, so good for us.
April right now.
That's right now, yeah.
I know, and I forgot until this week, so we will try and do something special in the next couple episodes to celebrate our 3rd birthday. But way to go, us! It's like we're a grown-up podcast, you know. Sort of, except for the 69 jokes.
Crazy.
Remember, we're like a teenage podcast? I don't know. Anyway, thank you very, very much for listening and or watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more, stuff that makes us angry. And until then, have fun. Keep on playing. Bye.